took me out to Abercrombie and they got me some nice ass clothes and shit. And here's the thing though, they did not get me a BMW or Benz or Audi. They did not get me a nice German car. You know what they got me? They got me a Mercury Grand Marquis. They got me a Mercury Grand Marquis instead. That's like a cheap car. That's a Craigslist special. That's what poor people drive. That's what peasants drive, okay? Here's the deal. I'm bling bling. I can't drive a regular car, okay? I have to have my Benz. I've got to have that logo everywhere. I gotta like have it so every time I drive by people, they know I'm cooler than them because I'm driving a Benz.
The video clip you've just watched is one of breathtaking realities. Not because the rich kid is asking for too much, but it's amazing how much the word of God is actually being fulfilled right before our eyes. When you read 2 Timothy, and it talks about the signs that we should look out for in the last days, we tend to take it for granted. Holiness, ungratefulness is actually happening in our midst, but we continue to turn a blind eye, or we tend to think that it's someone exercising their rights or someone expressing their views. This has become common across the globe. Different cultures, different age groups, different backgrounds. Unholiness, ungratefulness is actually becoming accepted.
That in the last days, perilous times shall come.
Men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters,
Proud, blasphemers,
disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers,
false accusers.
You were the first president that even uttered the word transgender, and I hope that you will not be the last.
Marry the love of my life, my husband back home, and also this guy.
I was actually able to marry my wife.
I wouldn't have gotten married 2 years ago if it wasn't for you.
Thank you, President Obama. Because of you, I got to marry the girl of my dreams.
The whole world has forgotten what sin is, and it is not ashamed by it. We are living in an era whereby people sin in public without a care who knows and who is watching. We have come to hate good and embrace evil. We hate life and we love death. As Paul wrote, these indeed are the perilous times of the last days.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up!
The 3rd Precinct of the Minneapolis Police Department, on fire. Nearby businesses ablaze. This is how the night of May 28th unfolded.
Our choice! Cathedral in San Francisco, California, hundreds of folks are going to come here to witness the Beyonce Mass, bringing together secular music and a religious message to tell a story of empowerment for particularly women of color, but for anyone who happens to sing praises to the goddess herself, Beyonce.
Has the world gone crazy, or it is the word of God being fulfilled?
Here we go.
Yo, I'm out of breath because we sing Beyonce in church. Holy cow.
The fulfillment of the Word of God is not something that man can predict or announce prior to its unfolding. This is why Jesus in Matthew 26 verse 41 warns us to watch and pray.
What can you tell me about the progressive nature of Grace Cathedral?
I think a lot of the people who show up tonight are people of color, LGBT people, people on whom other people's narratives have been projected. And I mean, just to be honest, the church hasn't been the best about lifting up those voices. It really began as us saying, how can we actually be the people of God that we hope to be in the world?
And Beyonce is the perfect passage to get that message out there.
Honestly, I think Beyonce is a better theologian than many of the pastors and priests in our church today. That is not an exaggeration.